They grow. Hey, we are live. What's up, everybody? It's Friday. Welcome to Pop Up Stage here on AFO Radio with myself, Darren, and Meg.
Hi, Meg.
I just made her laugh right before we got on purpose because it's
I'm
also
sure.
it's also November, which means it's the month of Movember. Okay, now
Correct.
so a lot of people think that November means time to keep your misai and all that, but there is actually a cause behind it, and it is to um, what is the word? It's pros- prostate
Prostate
cancer
cancer. That's right.
awareness month. Yeah.
Correct.
So guys, basically, get your balls checked lah. I want to put it out there. Um, you may all be healthy and all that, but you don't know what is actually going on in your body unless you check it, right? So November, that's what it's about. Yeah. So
That's
speaking
right.
of that, my misai is also quite long lah. So I'm gonna try to let it grow and see how ugly it can get. Because
How long? How
exactly,
long has
because
you had it?
As a Chinese guy, you can never really grow a beard or a very thick, luscious
Facial hair.
mustache. Yeah, facial hair, right? So for me, this is pretty much as long as it gets for now. This is by far the longest it has been.
I
Yeah.
think it grows any longer, you can actually keep it for God of prosperity. Then he's got
Yeah,
that long
exactly.
side.
Yeah, so if
Just
I go
in time,
out,
right?
yeah, exactly. If I go out in a tank top, and make sure I part my hair like instead of the side center part it, people will think I'm Steve Aoki.
You never know.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Well,
welcome to Pop Up Stage. As Darren said, it is time for us to talk about new releases on a Friday, and we hope you
yeah,
are having a good Friday. I know most of you are back at work, but I hope you're practicing, the higher standards of SOPs and be safe at all times. Otherwise, if you're watching us from home, thank you so much for joining us. It's time for us to introduce our first act for today. First act, like as if we're going on stage like that way. Well, we've got two artists who will be joining us on the show today.
yeah,
Our first one, he's got a very interesting story to his name, and I think
yeah,
we should talk about that as well.
yeah.
All right, so
So
Darren, you want to bring him on?
the first time I saw his name, I was like, he must be into like a certain brand. You know what I mean? But anyway,
What do you know?
yeah, let's bring him on, Ivanez. Yoo!
Woohoo!
Hey, thanks, Darren. Thanks, Meg.
Hey,
Yeah,
welcome to the
man.
show. How are you doing
Yeah,
today?
I'm good. I'm good. Today is a free day, so it's nice to have an off day and do this interview.
So,
Yeah,
what do
man.
you
Yeah.
normally do on a regular day?
Today, Friday is usually a teaching day for me, so I have to go teach guitar and ukulele.
Oh,
Oh,
so you're a
nice.
music teacher.
Yes, I am.
Oh, is that your full-time job though?
I would say that, and I do part time for productions when I can.
All
Okay,
right.
that's cool,
So
man.
yeah, a bit of live sound, sometimes video, anything that
Right,
anything that comes in lah. I'll just do it.
right,
Nice,
right.
very nice.
Don't
Yeah.
Okay,
don't you just wish that right now is the same time last year? Because the same time last year was when I first saw you
Yeah.
live, and that was at Urbanscapes,
Yeah.
and this was
Yeah.
Watch I Home, and I was blown
Yeah.
away by
Urban
your
Skate.
performance, man.
Hey, thanks, man. Thanks, man.
Yeah,
wow.
Actually, this time, honestly, the end year is always best for work and
Correct.
for shows and all that. I think that's something we would like to have back, lah.
I think this is
yeah,
something you're gonna miss for the whole of 2020, isn't it? The end of the year is definitely like the peak time for performances. You got gigs everywhere, but this year, yeah, it's
I
gonna be
think I
history
think
soon.
I think 2020 was altogether flushed down the toilet, lah. If I were to be honest with you guys.
yeah. Oh
Yeah,
well,
true,
but
true.
it's cool.
Okay,
I mean,
so
well, you are here obviously, and you've got a
Yeah.
new track, and yeah,
Yes.
we want to talk about that. But Matt, you had a question earlier.
yeah, I think it's only fair for everyone watching right now to know a little bit about his name. So I asked him, is, J. Ivanez your actual name? And he goes, no, that's my stage name. So tell us, how did you come up with your stage name?
Yeah. Okay. Fine. So essentially, like I said, and Darren was not even half wrong about what he said earlier about a certain brand. So this moniker came out when I was 14 years old because it was then that I started really getting into guitars. It was then when I really started getting into music. I started
Okay.
composing, songs at the age of 14. Not good ones, but
Wow.
I started doing that. So it was 10 years ago.
Okay.
And the person who kind of introduced me to the world of recording specifically, like home recording, those days, I had Audacity and all that. So his name was Joshua. I stole his initial, and it was inspiration. I was motivated by inspiration, and I loved Ibanez guitars because of their thin neck.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like I think they're the only brand out there, especially at that time, that makes neck so thin. And I have small hands.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
So it
think they
was
still do, man. I think they still do. They are one of those, like they are actually, I feel, the only ones, to make like such thin necks.
exactly. But the
Yeah.
problem is I grew up, so I don't really like Ibanez guitars anymore.
Betrayer, you took their name and you're not happy with it anymore.
No, see, the thing is, when I was 14, it was J Ibanez or Ibanez J. Either one of those two things. And I had to live the moniker. I had
Yeah.
to live the stage name because people hated it. They still do until today. Like in my hometown, people always think like, dude, this guy is nuts, man. Like he's changing his names like all the time. But actually, it's just one time. So the B in Ibanez got replaced with the V, and I think that was pretty good, lah. It stuck. It stuck from then on. So when I
Brilliant.
came to KL and started doing open mics and all that, that was when it kind of like, I think this is it. It's not going to change from here on out.
Right.
Nice,
Okay.
nice. Okay,
Dee-
so if you're watching us right now, welcome to this show. Thank you so much for joining us on Pop Up Stage. You're more than welcome to drop us a comment in the comment section below if you have a question or if you just want to cheer our talents on this afternoon. Now, speaking about your name, we've got Jay Rizwan who says, your name is that because Jay Rizwan is taken, and that's how he got his name.
Hi,
but never.
Jay.
But nevertheless, he
The other
says,
day.
"Go Jay, go." So I guess that's something you guys can bond over the
Yeah,
same
yeah.
name.
We have met and we have spoken about this, and ironically, both our J's are stage names.
What is wrong with you people?
I
But
don't know.
okay, fair enough, fair
There's
enough.
something about that alphabet that
Yeah, yeah.
stroke. Yeah, so it's very powerful.
All right. So,
Okay.
like, speaking of Ibanez guitars, do you still use them, or what is your
Uh,
weapon of choice now?
okay, so a bit of another story is that my favorite Ibanez, the RG832, is cheap but it's nice. It's like 3-volt active pickups. That kind of went down the gutter, and they don't make it anymore. I wanted to buy it. They don't make it anymore.
Yeah. So that's Japanese, right?
No,
RG832.
yeah, RGA, but it's made in Indonesia, lah. But the cutting and everything is super Japanese. I really like the guitar. They
Oh,
don't
the
make it
R.
anymore.
Oh, right. The RGA, is it?
Yes, RGA32. That was
Yeah.
my
Okay.
favorite.
Okay. Right. Yeah. The RGA. Okay.
Wow, I'm learning so much about guitars
So
today.
that went out the window, and I had an
Yeah.
S series which my parents bought from me. I mean, they bought most of my guitars from me for a guitar exam. But I'm telling you, the S series is rubbish, man. Like basically, what we can afford as teenagers, or like what our parents can afford for us as teenagers, Ibanez makes crap. I'll be
Oh
honest with you.
no.
You want something good, you have to pay top dollar. So I went out and got myself a very weird second-hand guitar with custom pickups, not custom, but modified pickups to Seymour Duncan JBs.
Uh-huh.
It turns out it's a 20-something-year-old Yamaha RGX. So it's like a Yamaha RG with no Yamaha on the thing. So I've been
Right,
using that.
okay.
And I love that.
All right.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Yeah,
So
that's
does that
cool.
mean you need to change your name then?
No,
J Yamaha, right?
I'm not doing that anymore.
Okay. All right. So let's talk about your single. It's called Heal. Tell us the story behind it.
Okay, so Heal was written when I turned 21. Actually, like the song is actually very literal. For the most of it, it was very literal. So in that period of time, I was back home. I was back in Ipoh. I really didn't have much to do. I was not working. I was really not doing much. I was kind of recovering from a very dark state of depression and psychosis and all that stuff. So to keep myself kind of sane, I did what I did best, which was write. But back then when I had things to do, like classes, I had school, so something to keep you in a routine. But now my routine is just eat, sleep, and write.
Okay.
So
Mm.
I really tried to keep myself, in that creative spark. Kept writing and writing and writing. I tried to push out a song every week, every Saturday. But eventually, that also I lost it. So out of frustration, out of the need to find some kind of inspiration, I jotted down, think an angry letter to myself, lah,
Wow.
which was,
Right.
I would say, 80 to 90% of what the song is right now. So I jotted it down as a joke, as a venting piece, something out of anger. It's not something I said, I want to make the song. It's just, I don't like where I am right now. I'm going to write about it.
Okay.
It's very cliche, I know, but that's exactly what happened.
Right.
And one of my best friends, actually, he would come to visit me every Saturday. It's kind of a routine for us. So I showed him the song, as I do show him most of my songs. And his instant reaction was, dude, this is good. You have to finish it. I was like, come on, man, it's a joke, man. It's a joke. At that time it was a 3-chord song, not even 4-chord song. It's a 3-chord song about me and what I'm going through and how I'm feeling. He's like, yeah, but it still sounds good, so finish it. And I took his words a bit more seriously. I finished it. I put a chorus on it, and I started playing it at open mics. That song actually catches more people than I would imagine. So that's when I put
Right.
some serious work. I got to the studio when I finally had the resources, and I recorded it.
Brilliant. So that was a
Nice.
good thing that came out of it, isn't it? Something that was, birthed out of anger and frustration actually is now a really good song because I got up this morning with that song with your chorus playing in my mind. So yeah, that's a good song.
Yeah. You see, the funny thing about that song is that when I wrote it, a lot of what was actually missing was the chorus. It was the final piece to the puzzle because I had everything else. I had the verse because exactly. Let's face it, the song is structured in such a way that it's verse, chorus, verse, solo, and verse. It doesn't have a bridge. It doesn't have a pre-chorus. It's not very pop that way.
Yeah.
So I had to put a chorus to it. I asked my guitar teacher, because I was going back for lessons at the time to keep myself busy. He's like, what can I do to add a hook? And he did his music teacher analysis, very musical. He's like, look, you're just missing one chord. Add that chord in and you'll be fine. And then I got it. I was like, dude, it's really boring. He's like, but it works.
Yeah.
I had to go home and do my homework. I was like, I have to make this work. And I found a way to make it work, which is the chorus you're hearing right now. That final burst of inspiration is that. Exactly that. It's the first take and that's it.
Wow. This is the first time I'm speaking to someone who actually went back and referred to his music teacher and asked him for his opinion. So that's brilliant. He must be really proud of you right now.
I mean, as a student of his, I think he never really cared. He was just a teacher.
Yeah.
He's one of those teachers that teaches probably 50 students.
As
And
with
I'm
most teachers lah,
Yeah.
as like how most teachers are lah.
Yeah, so I'm like number 25. So he's like, yeah, so this guy likes to write songs, that guy likes to play metal, this guy likes to play classical. So he's just teaching.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. So now when
That's
you
it.
look back in time, do you regret writing writing this letter to you, or are you grateful that you actually penned that down because now it's resulted in this amazing song?
Man, that's a question which I have to ask you. How deep do you want me to go? Because
Okay, we don't have all the time in the world, so
Yeah.
let's go surface.
okay, then I do not regret writing the song. If anything, because I released a single 2 years before this one. It's called Helios. You guys can check it out. I thought that was my best song. I thought that was the best thing I could ever write. And then, this happened, and I was like, yeah, no, not really. I do not regret it. But the lyrics and all the, and what it holds within the lyrics, sometimes it gets a bit painful to go revisit it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
How many songs have you put out like since? Yeah, I mean,
Uh,
yeah, since you've like officially started performing as an artist.
I think I have three singles. That's it. But I have a
Right.
lot
Okay.
more shelf.
Okay. That's
Okay.
that's
All
cool,
right.
man. So
Okay.
with Heal, is it the third single?
I would say it's a second single because the
All right. So
the
the third one's coming out.
no, no the so single wise, I put out one single and then one demo, and then this is the third one.
Right. Okay. So this is like the
Yeah,
third track, lah. Okay.
yeah, this
Okay.
is the third track. Yeah.
Hmm.
Okay.
Okay.
How do you think people would relate to the song? Especially now. I mean, how relevant is that song today in this pandemic stricken world?
Wow, that's very it's very hard to answer because the song, like I said, I don't think I've said this, but the song is about celebrating your depression, celebrating your loneliness, and celebrating your existentialism.
Hmm.
That's what it's really about. If you were guessing, because the entirety of it is, it might sound good, it might feel good, nice to dance to, but what it holds within its message is actually very dark. It's a big giant
Yes.
question mark. So for those who are like me, who constantly questions our surroundings, question concepts like making money, especially now, I think, yeah, the only thing that will stand out now is making money,
Yeah.
because
Because
it's
there's no
become such a
gigs. Yeah. There's no
no,
gigs. You're not able to go out and do stuff that you want to do.
more like, you see, I grew up not really understanding money or the concept of it.
Okay.
I've always seen it as something that we put too much faith in. And with the beginning of MCO, then CMCO, then RMCO, and back to CMCO, that part of me feels so happy. It's like we put money on a pedestal. We put money as the foundations of our society. It took us not 3 months to get so, like, it came crashing down. Our society seems to be at a very, it's an integral damage now because the cash flow has gone haywire. So, like, at the end of that second verse, it's like, why do we always have to do the things we don't want to, like working and making money? Because now you take that away, you have a lockdown. Suddenly, it's on two extremes. Either money really matters the most right now, or money doesn't matter. It's your family, it's your relationships, it's your hobbies. It's either or. It's so polarizing.
Hmm.
So
Wow.
that, if you ask me how it refers to this time, it's kind of like yay or nay. You're either really going to hate it and relate to it and not relate to it, or love it and think that this Ivanez guy probably has something to say and I would like to hear more.
Right.
I think in a
Yeah.
normal situation, you could relate to that. Sometimes we are at a point where we really don't love our job and we dread getting up in the morning going to work, right? So
Yeah,
you
yeah.
relate to that. But at this point in time where everybody's locked down, some have lost jobs, you will not relate to that because you're like, okay, so where do I get my money? It's easier said than done, right?
Hmm.
Of
So,
course. I face that
yeah.
too.
Yeah,
All
and
right.
you see that's what I like about singer songwriters. You see, I mean, like pop singers are great, but singer songwriters, I mean, like yourself, I mean, the thought process is very different. The ideas behind it, how you word your thoughts or how you verbalize your thoughts. I think that's great, and that's what I like I said, about singer songwriters, because there's just a special way of how they decipher the world, rather than the usual, like, oh, I like a girl doesn't like me, that kind of stuff. Yeah, but I mean, you put all these things into perspective, then you have like a different worldview, and you really get into the mind. I mean, as a listener, I mean, you really get into the mind of the singer, when you really listen to the lyrics. So it's not surface; it's very deep, and I guess that's the beauty of the scene, that we have so many great singer songwriters, like yourself. And yeah, it's just very eye opening, and to be able to hear what you have to say about how you wrote the song and celebrating depression and things like that.
Yeah.
It's fresh lah for me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
thank you so much. That's a heavy compliment, but I would say that as much as it is nice and intriguing, there's also a danger to it, lah.
Of
Like
course.
that's the other half of my worldview is that I have paid the price for thinking like this for a long time, and it is good as a perspective, it's good as an opinion, but when you, how do I word this? It's like you can't be an extremist about things, you know.
Hmm. That's true.
You see, like as much as I do hate money and I do hate a lot of things, you're still gonna need it. You're still
Of
gonna need
course.
it,
Of
and
That's
course.
true.
I would like to, also make it. But Darren, I would also want to say one thing. I actually love pop music.
Yeah.
I
No, I
really
mean,
do love pop music.
don't get me wrong. It's not that what I'm saying is like pop is trash. I'm not saying that. It's just that the thought process that goes behind it is just very different. Yeah.
Uh,
So
then Darren, to that I say, it's the only reason why you think that is this, because pop musicians are very rich. They have no problems in their life.
So he's
They
gonna write another song based on that line itself.
no, because like when you've got everything in excess,
Yeah.
you might as well just hire 10 songwriters and do it all for you. So I
yeah,
I, I felt a crush and I feel heartbroken. Hey,
yeah,
ten
Okay,
million
so
more dollars.
so coming back on that, right? I
Yeah.
think Jay, what you said is true because being in that situation, that mind frame of mind, where you were in depression, it is a dangerous place to be. But taking it out on, writing it down, did it help you through that phase of your life, though?
Uh, yes
Or
and
did you
no.
reach out for help? How did you get
I,
over it?
I obviously had to reach out for help because otherwise I'd be dead.
Yeah. Okay.
So no,
Understood.
but did the song help? Yes, in the sense that I really wanted to record it. I really wanted it to be heard. And if anything, as artists, we want to be heard. We
Yeah.
want to
mm,
be related with. So clinging on to that hope that one day I will record it, which took 3 years. I won't lie.
Better late than never. So, yeah.
True, true, true. But
Thank
yeah,
you for working on that.
I got it recorded, and I put a very nice solo to it, which I'm very very proud of as a guitarist.
Yeah, I was going to say that's a really good solo. I loved it at the end. So, brilliant
Yeah.
work. Well done.
So I did all that, and yes, it definitely helped me with the hope part. The whole. I will see this through, and I will make sure I'm alive to see it through. And when I
well done.
finally got a chance to see it through, it's like, I have pictures from the studios and video from the studio, and I'm just there like, yeah, finally, it's done.
Okay, all right. So, if you just join us, welcome to the show. Thank you so much for dropping us your comments. This afternoon, we have two guests. One is, of course, Jay, who we are talking to right
Mm-hmm.
now. And coming up, we will have another guest. I think you know who he is. You've already seen the posters. So,
Yeah.
hold your horses. He'll be in really, really soon. I just want to say something based on what Jay has said. Okay, if you are going through depression, it's okay to seek for help. And it's okay to not be okay. Never
Yeah.
be too afraid to reach out for help. And please do reach out for help, okay?
Yeah.
If you need to
I,
pen it down, like Jay, you never know. You might have a really good hit 3 years down the line. But it's a lesson that we learn from the people that we speak to in our everyday life. So I think that's, precious advice that we can take home from you. So thank you so much,
mhm.
Jay, for that one.
Thank you for mentioning that. Yeah, I think it's always good to seek help. I think
Yeah.
that's very important in life. Yeah, but
It's true.
aside from that, I like to give credit to someone else who was on the project that actually made my life very easy,
Yeah,
and that
I was
is
just gonna ask. I was just gonna ask, like, who did you work with, like, for this song, and where was it recorded?
I was recorded in iSeek Music, just
Okay.
like J Rich one. Uh,
Okay.
so Mokta is like awesome with the equipment and all that, but the person who really kind of like illuminated the song in a way that I cannot envision even was the drummer, Jerry Lim. I think you guys know him from Angok and a couple of other
Yeah.
projects. So that guy, he hired him to do drums, and he was in and out in 1 hours. He
Right.
did he clocked the drums in 90 minutes, and what you hear is essentially that nice that beat that is coated with a lot of intricate style of, I don't know, drums. So that was
Yeah.
really nice.
Yeah. Okay.
You can
Yeah,
tell that you're a guitarist when you cannot describe the drums.
No, I mean I can. It's just like I would compare it to a hybrid of Mitch Mitchell and maybe Procaro with a lot of Jerry. I don't know what. Like it's very strict. It's
Nice.
very there's a
yeah.
jazz discipline to it, but at the same time it's all loose and drunk.
Very well described.
Yeah, that's cool,
Okay.
man.
Yeah,
I mean, like Jerry's a great drummer. I mean, I never knew of his existence until the past like 2, maybe 3 years. Yeah, because
oh really?
I've always known his brother. Because his brother was also my brother's friend. So
I
it's
see.
kind of like a brother thing, right? So I've
I did
always
not know that.
known him, but I never knew Jerry existed until one day he appeared and started playing drums for all these people, and I'm like, oh, okay. Yeah,
Yeah,
so that's pretty
I've
cool.
actually known him for a very long. I've known him for a long time,
Hmm.
like since I entered college. But it seems that every time I talk to people, it's his brother overshadows him all the time. I really wonder who is his brother.
Yeah, well, I mean, they all look similar lah. Yeah, but
Okay,
the brother is a taiko in the scene lah, so that's why
I see.
everybody knows him, because his
I see.
brother is kind of like the first wave uh of artists, or yeah, so they're like the taikos lah.
I
So
see. I see.
they're obviously in very influential positions now as
I see.
music like curators or whatever. Yeah,
Okay. All
but
right.
yeah, that's cool,
All
man.
right. All right. If you just joined us, welcome to the show. We're talking about Ivanez's song. It's called
Mm-hmm.
Heal. And where can our viewers listen to the song? Where can they get it from?
It's on Spotify. It's on YouTube with a nice trippy video, lyric video. It's on iTunes and all that good stuff. Basically, if you Google the name Jay Ivanez, you would get results. I made sure of that.
That's very good. I think in the world of social media and Google, yes, that's the best thing you can do for yourself. So,
So
yeah.
you can get oh, Julie from Texas, yeah, but you can get information online. If not, just follow me on Instagram and Facebook, and you'll probably get the best updates there,
All
along with
right.
my silliness.
Okay, brilliant. Okay, so Julie says good work talking on tough social issues. She's from Texas, so thank you so much for that message. Yes, I think it's important for people to know that we all go through, anxiety or depression at some
Yeah.
worse and some less, but it's always good to find someone to talk about it. Yeah? Now, if you just join us, it's time for us to play the preview for Jay's song Heal. Let's take a listen.
I question life, and that's my only rule, but I don't really have the answers. I don't know what I know, so I'm just gonna go with the flow. Well, somebody told me that you'll end up lonely. I don't really want to be here now.
Welcome back to Pop Up Stage. It's a really good song. You should listen to the whole track, okay? And then you'll know what exactly we're talking about. So go. I
Yeah.
think Jay's mentioned there's a lyric video.
On YouTube.
These days you just Google it and you can find everything
Mhm.
online. So yeah.
Yeah.
Jay, what do
And
you hope?
sorry,
Yeah.
Mac,
Go ahead, Darren.
No, I
What?
wanted to say like that chorus hook sounded
Mhm.
like a song from Spill Canvas. I don't know if you know this band. So
No.
I mean, this band came out in the early like 2000s. They were an emo acoustic like band, and then they became like a full band. So you should check this band out. It's called the Spill Canvas, and then this other band that you should check out is City and Color. So
I love City and Color, man.
yeah,
Oh,
so
dude.
like your songwriting and the whole vibe reminded me of that. I mean, but with this song, it's more Spill Canvas because that line and the way the guitar was played, it really got that Spill Canvas vibe. But
Okay,
yeah,
I
man.
would definitely check some of them out. But City and Color, I'm familiar with the work. I love Dallas Green, man.
Yeah. And if
Yeah,
you know
he's
his old band as well, I mean, he's still in that band, Alexis on Fire. So that's a great band too.
I see. Yeah, but it's got like very emo. No, it's not emo. It's just basically it's what happens when you're, the ducks make up and all. You grow up and you learn country music, blues music.
Yeah, that's what happens.
You
Yeah,
evolve into this.
exactly. So you start
Yeah.
off like real emo, into like all the screaming stuff, and then later on you evolve and you get into
Yeah.
this whole acoustic stuff, and then you become a country singer.
Yeah. But I mean, to be very frank, the inspiration behind most of my work from this era, I would say work from this era. What the hell? Is actually like I really love Jimi Hendrix. So even with Heel, there's a lot of, at least I tried to put all those embellishments in there because I studied his work for, I would say about
Yeah.
5 years now, man. Maybe
Nice.
more. Yeah.
Okay.
But you see, I didn't know when I put it out, like a lot of people also compare it to, like Blind Melon and all these 2000s alternative bands.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean,
I-
it does definitely have
It does
that
have
vibe.
that vibe. Yes, correct.
Yeah. So when I came to know of that, it was kind of weird. I was like, I have not listened to a number of these guys, but somehow I end up sounding like them.
Yeah.
So
It's
kinda-
just in
unique,
you.
man.
It's just in you.
Yeah, it's one of those things.
Yeah. Okay, so we've played the preview of the song. We've spoken about the song as well. Anything else you'd like to tell us about Heel?
Heel. Maybe probably that you should really listen to it more.
Okay, fair enough. So it's time for us to do our segment called What's on Your Mind. We'll ask you 5 questions and you give us the fastest thing that comes to your mind. Let's keep it clean. And Darren, if you're ready, let's kick it
Yeah,
off.
let's do it. Okay, so if a movie let's
No,
skip.
number
Okay,
one.
number 1. Yeah. When you're not feeling right and need a pickup, what's the best thing to give you?
Sleep.
Sleep. Nice. I like
Okay.
that.
Not
Now,
not
yeah.
an RGA.
No. I don't want that. No, actually, if you can find it, I would like it because they don't make it anymore. Discontinued model.
Yeah, RGA 42 in bullet grey. I know that guitar.
Now, if you had 15 minutes of fame with your most looked up celebrity, who would that celebrity be?
Wait, sorry. Can you repeat the question? I don't get it.
If you had 15 minutes of fame with your most favorite celebrity, who would that celebrity be?
Meaning, I get to spend 15 minutes with someone,
Yeah.
Okay,
Who's famous, like super duper famous?
dead or alive.
Yeah, doesn't matter.
Jimi Hendrix.
Wow,
Very nice.
nice.
I want to have a chat with him about everything.
You're gonna have yum cha with him
Yeah, I have to chat about everything with him in that 15 minutes. I know
in
he's
that
capable.
15 minutes. Yeah.
I know he's
okay.
capable.
All right. Okay, now if you could paint anything that depicted your feelings right now, what would you paint? What would you
Oh,
paint with your
the
feelings?
painting behind you. Did you do it yourself?
Yes.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
It's
That's
speed
very-
round, right?
I was gonna ask you where did you buy it, but now we know it's yours.
No, I made it. I made it.
Brilliant.
All right, that's
okay.
very nice.
Number 4. What have you done in your life that you wish you hadn't?
Be alive.
Oh no. Okay, number 5.
Okay. Finally, okay, last one. In 10 years from now, if you get really famous, what could be the worst thing you could be famous for?
Oh.
What a question, Mac.
Who wrote this question?
Mac. Mac likes
Oh.
to make challenging questions. Tells you that it's rapid fire, but then you have to think.
If I was famous in 10 years' time, what would be the
Yeah.
worst thing to be famous for?
Yeah.
Bomb parliament. Bomb
Oh,
the
no.
entire Putrajaya. Bomb Putrajaya, yeah.
With that, we have come to the conclusion of the show.
The conclusion of AFO Radio.
Hey, you said the worst thing that I could do.
Yeah.
Because the worst thing in my book is to try to topple the government. We have anarchists in our hearts.
Okay, so
Okay.
there you go. We've got Jay on the show. Don't forget to go and check out his song. It's called Heal, and you can get it everywhere. Just Google it. Okay, it's a brilliant song, and we
Thank
want to
you.
thank you for dropping by and
Thank you for
joining
having
us
me.
this afternoon. Any last words for our viewers today?
Views? Oh.
Yeah.
Any last words? Yeah, for the people who are watching on
Oh,
Facebook.
for the people who are watching, not
Yeah.
from
Yeah,
the people
yeah.
who are watching. Okay,
Now
sorry, beloved.
for.
Listen to Heal, and if you're in the loo in your brain, flush it out.
All right. There
All
you
right,
go.
that's great. Short and simple. That's very
Yeah.
nice.
Thank you
Okay.
so
Thank
much,
you.
Jay, for joining us. You take care and keep making good music. Okay, we'll see you soon.
Okay.
And
Thank you so much.
till then, be
Bye.
safe. Bye bye. So there you
Yes.
go, Jay. What happened? Jay Ivanez here on the show on Pop Up Stage. My name is Mag, and of course, my co-host is Darren Day from An Honest Mistake. He's of course got all sorts of color on his hair, and is just wonderful. Okay, so
Yeah,
this afternoon we've got two guests. We just
mhm.
concluded our first session with our first guest, Jay Ivanez. Now it's time for us to bring on our second guest. Who do we have, Darren?
We've got a really super cool guy. He's got something to give away as well. And I think, if you guys are watching, you definitely want to get on this, especially if you're a football player. Okay. Now,
Yeah,
if you don't need it for yourself, you can always pass
get
it
it for
to your
someone else.
teammate. Yeah, pass it to your teammate. Okay, because in every team there are 11 players, and there's one player that's a little bit different from everybody else, right?
But
Now,
he's the main player, right? He needs to make sure that the ball doesn't get into the goalpost.
exactly. All right. So let's bring him on. Let's bring Mr. Momin Deen.
Hello,
Woohoo!
guys. How are you?
Welcome to the show, Momin. How are you today?
I'm all good. I'm very, very good. How about you guys, Darren? Hi,
Yeah,
how are
man. All
you?
good, bro. Yeah.
Yes, everything has been well so far.
That's
Is
good. I
that
hope you're safe at home.
yeah? Is that
Yeah,
a
yeah, very safe,
like
very
the
safe.
jacket of your football team? Is that what it is?
Sorry,
The
I couldn't
jacket
hear.
that you're wearing, is that a jacket of a football team that you play for or something, or what? It says one. All right. I don't know what's going on.
Can you hear us, Momin?
Yes, I can hear you guys.
You cannot hear Darren, is it?
I can hear Darren. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's weird.
Oh, that way.
Can you hear me
That's
now?
that way.
Can you hear Darren now?
Now, what
Darren,
about
can you?
now?
Not
Yeah,
really.
I'm
It's,
speaking.
it's a bit like
Yeah? You
like
sure you can't hear
yeah.
anything?
Try try
Okay,
speaking.
maybe
Yeah,
maybe
it's
I need
like
to log in and out for a
distorted a
bit.
bit.
Okay. We've lost Darren for a while, but he'll be back. Okay,
Okay,
try again.
maybe now it's better, yeah?
Can you hear him
Is
Mm,
it
now?
better now? Meg, you can
no,
hear me, right?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay.
no. I cannot hear that.
Okay,
Okay,
Momin, I tell you what, can you leave the studio and then come back in? Click in
okay,
again.
okay.
Yeah. Okay, brilliant. All right, so as Darren mentioned, we got a giveaway this afternoon,
Mm-hmm.
and it's actually very, very simple. Of course, the giveaway is, courtesy of Momin, and there you go. That's our poster. So you can actually win yourself a pair of Shtick goalkeeper gloves from Alt's Keeper Store My right here on Pop Up Stage. So Darren, how do we give out this amazing two pairs of gloves?
Two pairs. I thought it was just one pair. Yeah, so
Two
all you need
pair.
to do
One
is just
one is in conjunction with breast cancer, and
uh-huh.
one in conjunction with prostate cancer. So yeah,
Right. So it's amazing, right? We've got two pairs to give away. So all you need to do is just like this video, tell us why you
Hello.
want just tell us why you want the gloves. That's
yes,
very simple. And at the end of the day, we'll just pick two winners, and we'll get in touch and get them delivered to you.
Uh,
absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely. Momin, can you hear us? Can
uh,
hear? No,
no.
You can't hear any of us now.
you cannot hear us.
Yeah. I'm trying to understand also. I cannot.
Okay, can you leave and come back again?
Mac, also I cannot hear you now.
Right. Well, okay. Let me just start.
We'll see what we can do. Okay. We'll try. Okay, nevertheless, if you just missed it, Darren, you can repeat how we can actually get the gloves. Go ahead.
Yeah. So like this video and then share it, and also yeah, tell us why you deserve this pair of gloves. It's very very easy. Yeah.
That's
So
right.
no frills, nothing, and then we'll get in touch with you guys and get it delivered to you. So that's pretty straight up. Yes, sir. Okay, so right now, if you guys are listening and if you're watching, we are live with Momin Deen, but we're experiencing a little bit of a technical difficulty, but we will be back in a bit trying to get this sorted out. That's what happens sometimes with all this like online stuff. Yeah.
Yes, I am back. I'm so sorry.
Can you hear us
Still the
now,
same
bro?
issue.
Still the same issue?
Yeah, still the same issue.
Oh no, that's terrible.
So you can
Is-
hear Mac now or what?
It's like
Can you hear me?
very distorted right now.
Okay, this is going to be a problem.
At one point, I can hear Mac well, and Darren was always distorted just now.
Let's see if he doesn't use his headphones.
Is it still distorted now?
No, you sound very clear.
Yeah.
Let's see if
Could
he
it
can
be your
hear us.
earphones, bro?
Yeah.
Hmm?
Okay, he took it
Okay.
out. Can you hear us?
Yeah,
Can you hear us now?
yeah.
Okay,
I
well,
can
I
hear
mean, it could just be your earphones, lah. Maybe
Yeah.
It's new
that's like
though.
messing up the signal. No,
Yeah.
not the headphones that's like broken. It's just that the headphones, that's kind of like
connection.
messing up the signal. But it's okay, dude. Let's just go ahead. Let's carry on and do this, man. So yes,
Uh,
welcome to the show, dude. Yeah, we're
yeah,
glad to have you. You have a brand new track out. We definitely want to talk about that because here on this show, that's what we do. We talk about new releases, right?
That's
And
right.
yeah. So Meg, you wanna kick it off with your questions?
Okay, Momin, so you are the front man of a band, correct? So tell us more about this band of yours.
well, before I go to that, I play 60s music,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm easily distracted, and my creative process is chaotic. And um, however, my songs are vibrant, I believe, and always sound from the heart.
Mhm.
Now I play my music with the Dean's list,
Yep.
and we are the band have brought a new life, to my life and
Right.
to the journey of the song, and
Nice.
and now we are releasing new songs as a band now, and also reworking my previous work when it was like 6 years ago. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm very interested to see how does it sound like me with a band rather than
Right.
me doing everything alone.
Mm.
So it can be really stressful when you go acoustic and then you can't play your originals on your album. So yeah,
That's
All
right.
nice to hear.
Yeah,
How long have
that's
you been
cool.
with the band?
it's about a year.
Okay. So
Yeah.
your whole life or your perspective has changed since being with the band, huh?
Yeah, changed a lot. These guys are just sweet people, Jay, Tim, Jess, Ellie, Shakir, um, anyone. They just people. They just make sure they just rebuilt me as a new musician.
Right.
And
Nice.
yeah, because they made me realize, you might have the talent, but if you don't have the base of music, uh, music, it's,
Yeah.
you won't go far.
Yeah.
You need basics or the talent.
Yeah, that
So,
is true.
yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That's what
Absolutely.
happens when you play with other people as well. The more people you play with, you develop like new skills and a different kind of understanding. Because then you're learning from each other as well. And that's like for me, like playing my first band. That has actually kind of like taught me a lot of stuff because that's where I picked up, you know, like all the other instruments, had a better understanding of how each instrument worked. And then later on when
Oh,
I moved on to my current band, by then like I have like all this knowledge and I've gained so much from just talking to other people and stuff like that. So it's always good to be able to talk to other people and work with other people, because then you're just learning stuff and building yourself to be a better musician and a performer.
Absolutely. Nice.
Yeah.
Very nice. Now,
and
Momin, apart from music, you also deal with gloves, right? How did you get into that?
well, last year I was selling durians.
Okay.
Nice. Okay.
I could,
That's great, man. I love durians, dude.
Why didn't I know you last year? Then he'll give me free durians.
well, basically, I know the sales are great. It's very easy to sell, high in demand, but I don't have any interest in it. I don't. When people ask me like the how do you describe Musang King in a certain way? How do you know that is Musang King? Because we have a resort in in Pahang. We have that we own 10% of the durians over there, so we
Okay.
own a stockpile of durians, and that's where I learned. That is where I learned, and then but then again, at the same time, I don't have the knowledge to
Mm.
educate people. So
Okay. You should have written a song about Musang King or something. You never know.
And then sell it to Durian SS2,
God, that's
right? Then you take royalty from them. Okay, what? Durian SS2 theme song. You can charge them money. See, I just gave you an idea.
God. Okay, Momin. So today you are on the show to talk to us about your song. It's called Melody Awan Menari.
yes,
So tell us more about the song.
well, this song was written last. Sorry, before I get into that, after an advice from Ampang Syndicate,
Mm.
managed after a show, uh, at Sam Space, he advised us a Malay song, and he said it with passion. Bands will go far if they have this. You have. He basically is saying you have all the materials. You already have done your homework for English songs. Why not you write Malay songs? Trust me, you will go far. And then, okay, fine. Since I'm in the listening mode, yeah, we'll do it. And then straight away, I look for a simple keyboardist, and that's where we find Pally, and he agreed. She agreed to help us out, and from the first day, Jay, Jess, Shakir, and all of us, uh, and Tim together created the foundation of the song.
Mm.
It was hard because I was writing something else too that time.
Wow.
Tim, but yeah, but Tim came in later. Tim is a drummer, uh, and smashed the song to new dimension. The process took about like 7 to 8 months to due to COVID. It started in January and finally released on October. And
Right.
um, this song looks at my experience with happiness. Is it temporary? And the way I see it is the way I see it is the song is about asking yourself whether happiness, this happiness that you get all of a sudden, you cannot describe it. Is it real? Is it fake? And then and then you realize it that 3 and 4 seconds it would go away.
Yeah.
You know, like for example, you just want to. I got inspiration by this after winning a football match,
Mm-hmm.
and yeah, and I was really happy, and I was really happy, and I asked myself, how can I do that again to get that happiness? So, so this song has a lot of variety. You can take it as a footballer, or you can take it as a person who loves love songs.
Yeah.
Because happiness doesn't last forever. You need to keep on hustling for that happiness. It's
Mm-hmm.
very hard.
I like that. Wow. Happiness does not last forever. You got to keep hustling for it. It's true though, because we can't just be sitting down and hoping to be happy for the rest of our lives, right? We got to go look for happiness or create your own pot of happiness. And I love the fact that you said, you were inspired to write the song after a football match. That's a first as well. So you can relate to the song in any situation, isn't it?
Yeah. Anything that has to do with happiness. It could be anything. It could be eating durians that like we talked just now. Yeah. When to get again.
Okay, so on our comment section below, we've got tons of your fans, Momin. Okay, they are music learners, music lovers, and they have said that they followed you for a long time. They know your history. So later on, okay, do us a favor and go respond to your fans and answer their messages. They'd be happy to hear your comments as well. Okay, so thank you so much for your comments. Please continue to drop us a comment. Don't forget, we are giving out those gloves, so write down why you think you deserve those gloves as well. In the meantime, what were some of the challenges that you had to face coming up with this song? Is this the band's first Malay song?
Yes, it is the band's first Malay song, and the challenge is that we are an English
English
writing,
band.
yeah, English band lah, if you put it that way.
Yeah.
But yeah, trying to write a Malay song was tough because there was a lot of traffic in the vocabulary. I think a lot about it.
Tell me about it. Even copywriting in Malay is not easy, okay? So for those of you who can copyright in Malay, brilliant job.
I just went
Did you
to recipe yesterday. Believe it or
did you
not.
use did you end up using a dictionary or
Dictionary,
like like
thesaurus.
Google Translate?
Yes, me and Shakir, Shakir, right?
Yeah.
You know, right? We were debating fahami or mahami is an Indonesian word or Malaysian.
Malaysian.
Yeah.
Interesting argument.
For 2 hours. It was so annoying. And
That-
it cost 160 ringgit. But it was fun. Really. Yeah.
Okay, so it being your first Malay song, how do you feel about it? I mean, after it was produced, after it was ready and it was completed, when you took a listen, how did you feel?
I'm sorry, can you repeat that?
Being your first Malay song, right?
Mm-hmm.
How did you feel after the whole thing was completed?
I felt as if I removed a mountain off my head. I felt as if these people who writes Malay song. Wow, damn, you guys are just the G of Malay music. It's tough because you are so limited with vocabularies, and people like Azmil, they're Jazz Ibrahim, who is in the Dean's list. Yeah, they write great music, and then you start to appreciate every time you hear how they mash the lyrics, right? Wow, I cannot compete with that. But I'm
So
glad
does
that
is this like the start of more Malay songs to come? Or is this going to be the first one and then we'll take a break, we'll concentrate on more English stuff, and then we'll have more Malay ones later on?
for the Malay stuff, um, I like Darren said on the radio all the time. They always encourage. You must also encourage listeners to. Sorry, you must always during MC try to create as many as stuff as possible. So I try to experiment with my um, Malay uh, uh, songwriting skills. And, it didn't go well. It got too emotional at times, but but yes, that's what I did for the past MCO. So yeah, but definitely would be more Malay.
Definitely.
We,
Now, going back in time, looking at the person who actually encouraged you all to write this Malay song, right? Why do you think it was important to release a Malay song? Is it because, I mean, as we all know, it's quite general. There is a bigger Malay fan base, isn't it?
yes. You'll be surprised. I was expecting like I thought everybody here knows English already, so they like English songs. No, that's not the case. And I hope in the future we will get that. And yeah, uh,
How
yeah.
was your fans? How was your fans though? What were their reactions towards this new song?
Um, the fans' reaction. I'm not sure. I haven't met them yet.
Okay, what
But
have they said? Have you, received any comments from fans saying anything about the song? Do they love it? Are they surprised that you've released a Malay song?
well, um, they were they were they were thinking. I think they were surprised, you know, because I promised them I will write one and it
Yep.
will be finished on August, and they think I'm. You know what? It's very hard to describe. Um, yeah, I think they are proud of me for writing a decent Malay song, I
A
suppose.
decent Malay song. I think it's okay lah. Not too bad. I heard the song. It's quite interesting. It's quite catchy as well. So I kind of like it as well. So
Yeah.
it's nice. What do you hope they feel though? If they've never heard, if they've not heard the song yet, right? They've not heard your song yet. What do you hope they feel when they hear it?
I hope they feel that happiness. Um, it depends on people. I hope when they listen to it, they they are enjoying life. This is a good song when you were driving to work. You know, because of the vibes. Thank you. And it's such a it's a very hybrid song. Really, you can take it as a sad song. You can take it as a happy song.
Happy song. Okay, it
Yeah.
depends on how you
Uh,
feel at that point. Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, Darren, do you have any questions? Darren's mic is off. Okay, so
No,
I
I
think
don't.
if you
Yeah, I mean, I'm just like taking in everything, man. Yeah, and I think like the song title is quite interesting as well. Bagai Melody Awan Menari. I mean, like it's just full of imagery and personification. I mean, it looks like something coming out of Anak Laut or something. From your Form 4 book. You know what I mean?
yeah, it sounds like a poetry, isn't it? The title of the song.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess that's where all the flowery language, like in Malay, they say kata bunga-bunga, comes from, Um, but that's good, But that's good,
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's a really interesting title. Which,
I
which
think
is,
I
yeah,
think writing a Malay song and being able to write like that is a privilege, isn't it? That's the time where you can use your skills to write all the bunga
Yeah,
bunga. When else
that's
can
when
you
you
write
can
like
do it.
that, right?
Yeah, correct. Because like in normal days, you don't speak like that. You don't speak
Correct.
like as if it's like, oh bagai sinaran whatever. You don't say that on a normal day. You know. Yeah, but yeah.
It's interesting, isn't it? All our school lessons coming to help us in time of need.
That's true.
How many dictionaries did you have to buy, Momin, to write this song?
No,
Did you
now
have to
modern
invest in
really, man. No
dictionaries?
need, no need dictionary. Okay, just Google Translate.
Can. But Google Translate sucks lah when it comes to bahasa. It's terrible. Never
Yeah.
use direct translation.
Okay. So, Momin, if you are having difficulty writing songs, here's a suggestion. Okay. Now, this
Okay.
was what I did in the past when I wrote a Raya song with Diana Daniel. So I had referenced an Indonesian song. I mean, a friend's band, and I went to their lyrics and I read their lyrics and understood how they had to. I mean, how they worded everything. You know, looked at their structure. And then from there I just emulated everything. Because I mean, I can speak in Malay. I can speak well in Malay. I
Yeah.
can write in Malay. But the thing is, it's very different when you're trying to put it into song. You
Song.
know,
Yeah.
yeah. So I use that, for example, like there are certain words that you use in a song but you never use it in a normal day, right? Yeah, so I reference those Indonesian songs, and then I pick and choose certain words and all that. So that could be something that you can reference. I don't know if you did that, but if you haven't, maybe that's something you could do.
Yeah,
Oh,
man.
thank you for that, Darren. I'm listening to advices all the time after this MCO. Of course, I will. But Darren, have you ever tried writing a Malay song?
I did, yeah. So I did. So that's what I did. That was the one and only Malay song that I did. This was put out, I think, in 2011 or something like that with Diana Daniel. So it's a Raya song. It's called This Hari Raya Rocks, but it's
This Hari
completely
Raya rocks. Nice.
This Hari Raya Rocks completely in Malay. So for that song, I wanted a different take to Hari Raya. Obviously Hari Raya, is celebrated among Muslims, and I'm
Mm-hmm.
not a Muslim, but that doesn't mean I don't celebrate it. So
Correct.
Right.
I used it as an opportunity to share what Raya meant to me from my perspective.
That's good.
Yeah.
That,
So
that,
yeah,
that,
Right.
man.
but did you enjoy the process though? If you
Yeah, I mean it was cool. Like for me, it's all in the process. I mean, like making music is not just about putting out the finished product. It's about the journey as well. And
yeah,
what you discover along the way. um and I think, yeah, that is part of the fun. So I'm sure, like with some of the new stuff that you're going to put out that's in Malay, I'm sure that it's going to be great, and you will definitely enjoy the journey as well.
thank you.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I think this is the first to many upcoming Malay numbers as well, but I'm sure they are working on new stuff as well. So, what are you working on right now? Are you working on another song?
Yes, we are working on another song. Jay Reed's one song. So sorry, it's Jay Reed's one song for Momin and the Dean's List.
Oh,
So
okay.
Dean's List is a 60s vibe indie pop, but we want to bring those good times back here. That's our goal. So he wrote this song called Steal a Night. So
Wow.
only you guys can hear it, and
We're looking forward to it. Brilliant.
yeah.
Can I just say, I've hosted Art of Speed for, I think, 5 years now. And I can totally see your band perform at Art of Speed because they've got a very huge fan base. And every year we've got this kind of sound at Art of Speed. So you never know. You should actually, speak to the organizers and get yourself, a position when Art of Speed is able to go live,
Yeah.
hopefully. Yeah. So that's something you can consider. So I think we've spoken about the song, quite a bit. So let's take a listen to the preview. Here is the song that we've been all waiting for right here on Pop Up Stage. stage.
Yeah.
No,
The preview is happening soon. It's coming on.
it's coming soon. I
But
don't.
yeah, well, while we're waiting for the song to come on, shout out to some of the guys, who's on the chat: Kishan Subramaniam, Gan Yusuen, Selva Tumal. Selva Tumal is demanding for his gloves. Chill, Mike. Chill.
I saw this question very interesting. Now, Kishan is also part of your fan club. He says, "What would you do if life gave you lemons, Momin? You
Life
make a
give
song out of the lemon." Jado.
who asked the question?
One of your fans. His name is Kishan. He says, "What would you do if life gave you lemons?"
Life give me lemons. It's so cliche. I make lemonade.
Ka? He make lemonade. Write lah song about the lemonade. You see, like Beyonce or something.
What? Oh, come on! You know, I wrote a song called Salad. You know.
Yeah, someone actually asked about that. They said, tell us your inspiration behind the song called Salad.
Actually, it was just a test. It was written as a test. You know, sometimes when you're at the studio, you have to just bantai all the lyrics.
Yeah.
Okay, and then I was listening to Elvis Presley's Polk Salad Annie at the same time.
Okay.
Okay, so just Polk Salad Annie. You just get it together. Alright, alright. Let's play a chord and a chord, okay, a simple song. Okay, just give it a try, Mota. And then it started to become one of the most a must play song at the gig. So yeah, things like that happen. So, and we actually have fans. We were surprised.
Okay, let's see if we have our preview ready. I'm not sure if he is in the back scene, but hey, let's see. Can we have the preview, Eric? Not yet. Okay, never mind. Okay, if you're watching us right here on Pop Up Stage, welcome to the show. We're giving out 2 pairs of goalkeeper gloves on the show as well, one in conjunction with Breast Cancer Awareness Month, which was last month, the month of October. And this month is, of course, the Prostate Cancer Awareness Month, and the color is blue. So we've got one each, correct? So Momin has the actual stuff with him. Why don't you show us what you have? The gloves, one blue, one pink. Ta-da!
Breast cancer. You can see it here. Right. This was used for Fikri Chetso, you know, for Kelantan goalkeeper. And this is for the prostate cancer, you know. And me growing a beard. Yeah.
And
That's
a
cool. That's
mustache.
cool.
Nice.
So how are you involved with this? You know, like how did this whole glove thing come about? I'm not sure if we already asked you this thing, but are you involved with like the Malaysian football team or something? What is it?
Oh yes. I sponsor Selangor 2's goalkeeper.
Okay.
You know, Akil and Firdaus, they're very great guys, and Fikri Chetso of Kelantan FC. And the ideology of making a very affordable and very powerful glove of this scene is to make them affordable, because goalkeepers change their gloves all the time.
Often, yeah.
Yeah, so that's why it's a business opportunity for me, because because goalkeepers, they need to rotate their gloves, because when they go training, they always rosak their palm on.
Yeah.
Yeah, and from there, I found an opportunity. Oh well, they always change gloves. Why not I get involved? And then
Brilliant.
And then the best part about creating your own gloves, right, is them make a safe during life. And wow, I made that gloves. man. Boy,
The sense of achievement and satisfaction, isn't it?
yeah.
Nice, very nice. Okay, so if you want to win yourself those gloves, all you got to do is like this broadcast, share the broadcast, and comment below. Tell us how or tell us why you deserve to win these amazing gloves. So we've got two pairs to begin out. The most interesting comments will win the gloves, okay? And then we'll contact you, and well, the rest will be history. So I think it's time for us to play our preview this afternoon of Momin, Deen, and his band's song. It's called Momin and the Dean's List. The song is called Melodi Awan Menari.
Kebahagiaan hanya datang sekala sekali. Hapuskan segala reality. Inilah masanya untuk ku fahami apa maksud kebahagiaan. Bagai melodi awan menari, menari dalam mimpimu sendiri. Inilah misteri untuk kita hadapi.
Nice one. You were right when you say you got a very 60s vibe to it. Very good. So, where can our viewers and listeners find the song?
Sorry. Where can
Where can they listen to the song?
It's a bit distorted now. But they can find it on
Spotify?
Spotify, Momin Deen, Spotify Momin Deen. You'll find it, and from there, can you? Oh, still
Yes,
the
we can
same.
hear you.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead, bro.
Oh yeah. It's better. Yeah, you can find it on Spotify, on YouTube, and just Google it, and definitely will be worth a listen to.
Absolutely.
First Malay song, you can hear my Japanese mix with Cantonese. It's so funny.
Come out in the song.
Yeah. It's the Jawa part is mataharimu sangat berat, and then you keluar the Kelantan part, cinta kami agak pelik, something like that. So
We
Yeah,
got live
that's cool,
demo,
man.
not bad. I like
Yeah,
that.
it's a tiny little preview for all of us.
Absolutely. So it's time for us to play What's on Your Mind. It's like a rapid fire. You answer quick questions with quick answers. Momin, you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, his side is a bit lagging, so we might get hit a little slower, but never mind. Let's
Yeah.
kick it off, Darren.
All right. So clouds always remind, well, I guess most people of cotton candy. Now, if you reminded someone of something, what would that something be?
Melodi Awan Menari, of course.
Oh, well
Good one.
played.
All right.
All right, next one. Now, being a songwriter and a singer, if you could add one word to the dictionary, what would that word be?
I would put. This is a very good question. Well played, Mag. I would put Mein Helder.
What? Sorry?
Mein Helder. It's
What does
my,
it mean?
My hero in German.
Oh, wow. Interesting.
Yeah.
Next
that's cool.
question.
Okay, if you could, this is my favorite skill. Okay, which I wish I had. If you could teleport to a favorite memory, where would you teleport to?
My favorite, my
Memory.
my what? So fun. But of course, I would like to talk about music. I would like to teleport to first day I got
First day at where? Sorry.
The first day you got your guitar?
Yeah.
All right.
Alright.
Nice. Very
Okay,
nice.
that's cool.
Now, the fourth question. Have you been in love? And if you have, describe the feeling of being in love with food.
What? If I was in love,
Yeah, describe the feeling of being in love with food. Like, for instance, okay, if I were to describe being in love, it's probably like, taking the first bite of having a warm apple pie with cold ice cream on it, kind of thing. That warm, fuzzy feeling. So, how would you describe yours?
I would describe mine with oh, a lot of food I just ate today. So, you know, maybe some with extra lemon with more spices on it.
Phew! That's a very spicy love life you have there.
I was almost going for durians though, but
I know. I was like, come on, say the durian, come on.
Alright.
All right, finally.
Okay, last one. If you woke up in one of your scariest dreams, what's the worst that could come out of it?
if I could woke up, oh, I could walk. Oh, if I could woke up in someone else's scariest dream.
In your own scariest dream, what's the scariest dream that you've had?
Okay.
What's the worst thing that could happen there?
Oh, of course, the the loss of my cat recently.
Aww. That's a sad one. Okay. With that, we have completed our What's on Your Mind segment this afternoon on Pop Up Stage. And that also brings us to the end of the show as well. We've had a pleasant interview with both Jay and Momin. We've learned so much. I've learned so much today. And I think both of them got two different, characters, personalities,
Yep.
different stories to share. And I think we've learned so much as well. So, Momin, thank you so much for joining us this afternoon. For those of you who want to follow you on social media, where can they go?
You can go Instagram/Momin Deen.
All right. And of course, his songs
Right,
is
okay.
available on all your digital streaming platforms. Go check it out. Also, Jay's song Heal, as well as Momin's song too. Okay. We have come to the end of Pop Up Stage this Friday. As always, we bring you new releases. So look out for
Yep.
next week because we've got exciting ones lined up for you as well. So I guess that's the end of the show. Darren, anything else to add?
That's it. We'll be back again next week, same time, same place on Facebook, or if you're listening, on the app. Okay, and 12 p.m. to 1 p.m. That's where we're
That's
gonna be, and tell everybody about this show because this is where you discover new and great music.
And
So
thank
yeah,
you.
thank you guys so much for listening and watching. For all the fans, make sure you guys like, share the feed, and tell us why you want to win the gloves. Okay, so Momin would probably get in touch with you and send it to you. All right, so thank you
Absolutely.
guys so much. Have a great weekend. It's Friday, which means it's time to relax. Okay, so see you guys and have a great day.
Bye bye. Take care.
Bye.